So before we get going, I would just like to remind you that this is a film festival, and the reason that we have these question and answer sessions afterwards is usually to talk about filmmaking. And that's why we chose this film to be in the festival, because of the extraordinary camera work and filmmaking that Ross has achieved. So I'm going to start off the questions by firstly observing that you have an extraordinary way with the camera, in the way that it just settles on the subjects. It doesn't intrude upon them in any way, and it allows them to be themselves without really performing for the camera, which you often get in documentaries. And although you're completely unobtrusive, at the same time, what you manage to record is so raw and so intimate, it's almost embarrassing to watch. You know, there are times when I looked at it and I was thinking, I shouldn't be watching people like this. This is just too raw, too honest. And I just wonder, how do you manage to pull that off? You are, on one hand, completely unobtrusive, and at the same time, you manage to really get under the skin of the people you are filming. And I would like to know your process, how you manage to achieve that.
Thank you, and thanks everyone for being here. Amazing. What a trip. I don't know, like the film kind of, look, this man here is all those things that you say: raw, authentic, real, honest. And the film mirrors what Damo is all about, you know, and that was the intention from the start. We wanted to capture the gigs authentically because something special goes on in that room in Vicar Street, and we really wanted to capture that in a very real, honest way. And then try and go deep with the people in the room, try and understand what it is that's going on with them that makes his music resonate so deeply with people.
But your technique is one that I've noticed in your other films too. You don't just do this in this documentary, you've done it in all your work, really. This amazing way of sort of sneaking the camera in a way that reveals so much. I mean, how do you plan for that? How do you get the relationship with your subjects? They must trust you.
Well, trust is very important
Yes.
for me in a documentary, and I mean, I want to give a massive shout out to Nadia, Paki, and Jonathan as well, who are all here tonight. We're talking about honesty. You know, without them opening up in the way they do, and you know, trusting me to kind of tell their story, I hope they're really proud of what we've done, you know, and I hope they're proud of how it turned out, because, yeah, trust was really important. And I, you know, met the cast for a long time before we started filming, and you know, tried to explain very clearly what we were hoping to do, and you know, not try and skirt around it, you know, and everyone. The big thing as well, when I brought it to Damo for the first time, he, you know. I pitched the idea to Damo, and we met in a cafe in Raheny, and Damo didn't say much, you know, and I was just talking, and then he just kind of looked at me and went, let's make a film that helps people, you know. And that kind of stuck with me. And that was like all the way through, and that was, I think, the motivation for Nadia, the motivation for Jonathan, and the motivation for Paki for being involved in the project, you know. And that's kind of, yeah, if it can do that, then that's amazing. And just the camera work is Narian Van Mala, who, you know, I've worked with for years, and, you know, it's you know, just letting it breathe, man. We don't need to cut away. We don't need to cut all the time. It's just, and I'm an editor. My background is editing, and really, with this film, we tried not to cut, you know. It was like, let's just stay on it a little bit longer. And myself and Mick had a lot of arguments in the edit suite about like certain shots, but well, you know, it was like,
well,
just
you'll
trying,
get that.
Yeah, just yeah, well, that's how it is. But
Yeah.
But you know, great team around me. You know, like couldn't have done it without so many people. Louise, Mick. Now I'm going to forget loads of people here. Jim, Narian, Louise, Mick, David and John from Autonomy. And obviously this man here, Damo, who, you know,
So
yeah.
tell me about the decision to use black and white.
It's timeless. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, like me, exactly, yeah. I don't know, yeah, it's a really cheesy quote, but someone said, I don't know who it was, but it's like when you look at a photograph of someone in colour, you're looking at the colour of their jumper or whatever, but when you're looking at the photo in black and white, you're looking at the colour of their soul.
That's, yeah.
You know, so
yeah.
like I think that's kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it works, definitely. Yeah, I think colour, I can't imagine this in colour, actually. It would have been quite a distraction.
We looked at it in colour. We always planned to do it in black and white, but then we just got some really nice, like some of the scenes looked amazing in colour, and then others didn't look so good, and it was just like, we always wanted to do it in black and white, but then, yeah, no, it was always black and white. We wanted to do it in black and white. We stick with that, yeah.
Well, good choice.
Don't mind me, I'm waffling.
So it was your idea?
For black and white?
No, for the whole project. I wondered which came first, the chicken or the egg.
Well, the genesis of the project was myself and my wife. We went to the Christmas show in 2017, and we were pregnant with our second boy, and we sat, and you know, we just sat in Vicar Street watching the show, and you know, I was obviously familiar with Damo, but I wouldn't say I was like a massive fan. I am now, obviously. He's standing close beside me here. But no, I am like, but until I saw it live, you know, I didn't really connect with it, you know, in that way. And when I saw it live, I just was like, wow, this is unreal. I spent the whole gig watching the crowd and then watching Damo and just watching he was like, I believed him on stage. Everything he was doing, it was just so, I believed this, you know. It was like you see some performers and you just don't buy it, you know, it's an act or it's a performance. But with Damo, you believed every word. And the fans, you know, and I was going through stuff myself, and, you know, the song in the middle, you know, just when he played that, you know, like everyone just weeping, and, you know, then everyone comes up at the end and we walked out and we felt amazing. And I was just like, this is incredible. And then I met my buddy Ross, who's there, and the two of us met and had a pint, and it was like, I was like, Ross, I was at this gig last night at Damien Dempsey, and it was just incredible. And he was like, oh yeah, I was at that last year. Isn't it deadly? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, we should make a documentary about Damo and the fans. And I was like, yeah. And the minute he said it, I just like could picture the film straight away. Like, you know, the idea just was there straight away. I could picture it. And we just wrote it down, a few more pints and, you know, pub talk. Eventually decided, yeah, let's do it. Got it down on paper and then brought it to Damo in the cafe in Raheny. And the rest is history, I suppose. Do you want to ask him some questions?
Sure, yeah. Have you seen it with an audience before?
No. So it was a bit daunting, but what Ross on is a credible team. I've captured it. I can't believe it. I'm just blown away. I'm totally blown away. As he said, people have to see me live, you know, to see us live, the great band, you know, we've been at this for a long time, but I suppose there's something magical happens at the shows, you know, it's the fans, whatever they give off, I think that, now they have to be with you for the ones who have created all this, the fans, they've been there for a long time. And when people see them just letting go of everything, just baring their souls and just letting the music in and crying and just be willing to just, you know, it's like it's their last day on earth. It's like their last night on earth, you know. And they're singing like it's the last song they'll ever sing, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just the vibration they give off makes it very, very special, you know.
Yeah.
So Ross has managed to, and his team has managed to capture that, so it's incredible. I can't believe it, what they've done. And when he came to me first, I thought like it was going to be him filming a Vicar Street gig, and, you know, because he got the three great guys in, Jonathan, Nadia and Packy, you know, there's three beautiful human beings who've been through hell, you know, to come back and they've so much... their bravery and their honesty and their want to share their story because they know it'll help other people. You know, if they told their story, and that's why they told it. You know. So when you got them in, it made the movie just something really special. It wouldn't have been that good, really. If I had just filmed the show, you know, and the fans, it wouldn't have been much, you know. But for what Ross has done, it's incredible. You know.
And was that your intention at the beginning, Ross, to create something that would help people that was on this topic, or did it evolve as you were learning about the characters, or did you know in advance?
Well, it was just something that Damo said, and it's just something that kind of was one of those kind of rules that you make at the start, where it's like, you know.
That was your objective.
Yeah, there was a few little things that I wrote down that it has to be this and it has to be that, and if it veers from that, then it's they're not the right thing, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So it had to stay within those parameters, you know. You need kind of parameters, I think, you know. There's too much choice in the world now.
Yeah.
So it's important to kind of narrow the focus a little bit. So yeah, I love the idea of this film. Potentially, you know, people might see something in it that resonates with them. And I thought, you know, what's great about Damo shows is like everyone's feeling some kind of trauma, you know, and it's all relative. You know, when I was there, my mum was very sick, and you know, the music was helping me process that, you know. And some people have been through hell and back, but other people, you know, maybe their problems are less or whatever. But it's all relative, you know, and everyone's feeling something and feeling it together, and it's a lovely thing, you know. It's a lovely thing, you know, and it's very important what Damien does at these shows, and how that music affects people. I think it's amazing, you know, and it's spiritual, you know. It's like a modern spirituality in a way, you know, and yeah.
Does anyone in the audience have a question for the filmmaker or for Damien? I can't see you. Can you shout? Anybody? Yeah, somebody.
Yeah, obviously filming a live event, regardless of what it is, can be tenuous and fragile, especially when you're looking for emotions like the ones that you captured in this film. What did the preparation look like for this event in question?
It's so funny that the American guy asked the question, because Irish people don't ask questions at the Q&A. Yeah, sorry. What was the question again? Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
I can't
over
even
in
see
the. Yeah. Hi.
How are you doing? Sorry.
Obviously, filming live events is really tenuous, especially with an event like this, where it's, you know, once a year, your next chance to film something like this isn't going to be for a while. What did the prep work and planning that you put into it look like?
Well, yeah, it's so lucky we did capture it, because you know, I don't know if there's going to be a gig like this for a while, you know, and that's the sad thing, you know, like when we're. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I desperately want it to happen, as does Damien here. But no, preparation, like it really was just trying to capture authentically what goes on in that room, you know, because it's special. And I don't know, just the preparation that we had, we filmed with different cameras and different positions, and obviously we, you know, planned it out, recce'd it. I don't know, just picked the songs that we were going to focus on, that kind of worked with our narrative, and really focused on those, and then tried to capture the audience, because a lot of it was about capturing the audience reaction, and it's not easy to film the audience without them like going, get that camera out of my face, you know. So that was quite difficult, but Narian did an amazing job, and the rest of the camera crew that were there. And before I forget, I just want to give a massive shout out to Louise Byrne over there, because I did forget when I was talking to other people, who produced the film with me and was there to start. Just out there, and this is the first of many films we're going to make, so yeah.
I have a question for you, Damien, which is really about before the pandemic, when you were touring, let's say, abroad.
Yeah.
Was there a significant difference between an Irish audience and, let's say, a German audience? Because what the thing that struck me was, as you say that part of our tradition is the sing-song, right? That doesn't exist in every other country. So what is different when you tour? How does the audience differ?
What happens is the Irish people, you know, we're everywhere. We're fucking everywhere. The North Pole, the South Pole. If I'm playing somewhere where there's Irish people, they will drag their friends from that city along who are from Germany, Australia, Canada, whatever. And their friends from there will see them let their hair down, you know?
Yeah.
And just really get into it, and then their friends will, and they'll be saying, "Come on, sing along, come on, sing this chorus, come on," and they prompt them, and that's how they. So the Irish people sort of get our music around the world organically by dragging people along to shows. Have to drag them along, because when they hear the albums, it's not like the live show, you know. My voice is like Marmite, so some people go, "I can't listen to that fucker. He's a pain in the hole." You want to write some happy fucking songs. But I let other people write happy songs.
I loved the moment in the film when you said that you thought the sing-song, the pub sing-song, was a sacred thing.
It is, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and you carry that with you.
It's a big link to our Gaelic past here, you know. It's the sing-song is a very, very important part, you know. So keep that going. That's our job.
Yeah.
And it's our job to keep anything we've learned, anything we've picked up along the way, you know, learned the hard way or whatever, to pass on to younger kids, and you know I think that's our role as well. So that's what the three guys have done in the movie, you know, and Russ has done on all the guys. Yeah.
Well, I got a strong suspicion during the screening that there are quite a lot of you out there who wouldn't mind a bit of a sing-song. Could you suggest something?
I don't know.
You don't need the guitar. They'll know the words. Nadia
will sing.
Right. Want to sing? Yeah, come on, Nadia, give us a song.
Nadia's going to sing.
Anya Gedley, get up here. Woo!
I'm just gonna. Is this on? Yeah. I'm just gonna sing a song, and it's actually about heroin. And I don't like. I know you know it. It's called "In the Arms of an Angel," but the meaning behind it is actually about taking heroin. I don't have any music in the background, so.
You big round.
Right. Spend all your time waiting for that second chance, and for a break that will make it okay. There's always some reason to feel not good enough, and it's hard at the end of the day. I need some distraction. Oh, beautiful leaves, and its memories seek through my veins, and that may be empty. Oh, listen, maybe we'll find some peace tonight. And in the arms of an angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you feel. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent reverie. You're in the arms of an angel. May you find here. Oh, you want to sing that for me?
Thank you.
There you are now.
All right. Does anybody have any other questions? Because I can't really think of a better way to end than on a song.
There's a question there.
Okay, yeah. What's the question? What? Yeah.
In the movie, you spoke with your mother, and it was lovely when you were talking about she left the family and how brave she was. How did you ever stop talking to her, or were you always connected?
Oh, she's here.
Oh, she's here, yeah.
What was the question?
What was it?
When your mother left, like, were you still, were you and your mother okay, or?
Oh yeah. When the mother left there, yeah, absolutely, yeah. We've never, we all been like that, you know. To me, rock. I get all my positivity from the mother, you know. All my strength. If I hadn't had a great mother, I don't know where I'd be, I have to say. I wouldn't be doing this. There's no way. Without the mommy.
Well, I think we're going to have to wrap it up, but thank you all very much for coming. Thank you, Damien. Thank you, Ross, for bringing this lovely film to the Galway Film Flower.
You want the song to
come
finish
back
off?
with another one.
Can I?
From who? From you?
No, I'm not singing.
I'm not singing.
I don't. But before Damo sings,
Oh, you're going to sing?
just before. After. Go for it. I just want to say a massive thanks to Screen Ireland before Damo sings a song, because without them the film wouldn't be possible. Thank you, Screen Ireland, for supporting independent film and artists at a time when we really need it. So just want to get that in. Thank you. And thanks to the Fla. Amazing.
Thanks to Galway Film Flower. Thanks to Ross. And all his team, incredible team. Louise, everybody, Narian, Jesus Christ, you've done some job. Right. Now sing along on the choruses now, that's what they're there for. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Let all the neighbours around the clodder hear us. A mighty Gallup. It's great to be alive in July. Mary loves the grouse, hides the bottles round the house, watches chat shows and the soaps. Broken hearted, but she copes. Michael's out of work, feels he's sinking in the muck. He's unshaven and a mess, finds it hard some days to dress. Stevie smashed the delve, 'cause he can't express himself. He's consumed by rage, like his father at his age. And Rita's little child has a lovely little smile. This means nothing to her father, 'cause he's never even seen her. We sing all our cares away. We live to fight another day. Joey's off the gear. He's been clean for half a year. He gets bored out of his mind, but he's trying to toe the line. And Maggie's in a chair. It was joyriding, put her there. She puts the kettle on the boil, and she's always got a smile. We sing all our cares away. we live to fight another day. Rish, we sing, sing. We live, harmonies in our group, to love another day. We grow strong from it all. We grow strong or we fall. We grow strong from it all. We grow or we fall. We grow strong.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for bringing your wonderful film.
Oh, thank
and
you.
thank you for being such a great audience. Thank you and good night.
And I promise this the last thing. Could I just get Packy and Jonathan up here and Nadia, please? Just take a bow. Come on. Packy, Jonathan, and Nadia, if that's okay. The real heroes of the film. Everyone give them a big round of applause, please.